Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2020 Turkey Bowl Men's Collegiate Soccer Championship. It's a beautiful night for soccer, and tonight's game features the Chi Sigma Cobras and the Omega Kappa Vikings. Team entrances will start in 5 minutes. While you're waiting, we invite you to enjoy beverages and food from the concessions trailer at the left of Griffith Tower. Again, team entrances will begin in just 5 minutes. gentlemen, welcome to the field, your 2020 National League champions, the Omega Kappa Vikings. Established in 1977, the Vikings are in their third straight Turkey Bowl, seeking their third straight Turkey Bowl championship. Once again, give it up for the Omega Kappa Vikings! And now, give it up for your 2020 American League champions, the Chi Sigma Cobras! Established in 1980, the Cobras are in their third straight Turkey Bowl, seeking their ninth championship overall. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chi Sigma Cobras! As both teams are warming up, a reminder, stop by and get some snacks and beverages from the concessions booth near Griffith Tower. You can get a refreshing Coke, Dr. Pepper, Sprite, a number of beverages, or you can check out the candies, chips, or ice cream bars. You don't want to miss out the concessions booth near Griffith Tower. As we prepare for tonight's 2020 Turkey Bowl Championship, in accordance to our best health practices, we do want to remind you, do not sit in rows labeled closed. Maintain at least 6 feet between yourself and others. If social distancing is not possible, wear a mask covering both the mouth and nose. And be aware, individuals not wearing masks will be asked to leave. Thank you so much for your compliance. And be sure to enjoy tonight's game. We're just minutes away from tonight's Turkey Bowl contest. We want to make sure to congratulate the Delta Gamma Bears, who earlier this afternoon, in the first ever Pensacola Christian College Women's Turkey Bowl, captured their 8th championship. Congratulations to the Delta Gamma Bears. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we are led in prayer by Student Body Chaplain Chris Montgomery. After prayer, please remain standing as Student Body Chorister Stormy Helms sings our national anthem.
Let's pray. Dear Lord, thank you so much for this day. Thank you that we're able to come here and enjoy the sport of soccer. I pray for all the players tonight that you would keep them safe, help them to have plenty of fun in this last game. We thank you for getting us this far in the semester and giving us the health to do so. I pray that you give each one of us, whether we're on or off the field, a Christian-like attitude of sportsmanship, and that you just give us a great night. And we'll praise you for everything, and we pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now, let's meet all of the participants in the 2020 Men's Turkey Bowl at Pensacola Christian College. On the field tonight, from the Omega Kappa Vikings, number 12, a freshman center mid from Maryland, Joseph Ensminger. Number 16, a freshman left back from Virginia, Jamison Rodriguez. Number 17, a freshman left mid from North Carolina, Seth Castleberry. Number 19, a sophomore right mid from Alabama, Isaac White. Number 21, a freshman center mid from Maryland, Rainer Michael. Number 31, a freshman right back from Georgia, Caleb Kenny. Number 34, a freshman center forward from Florida, Chris Archer. Starting for the Omega Kappa Vikings, 0, a freshman goalkeeper from Virginia, Denver Hayter. Number 4, a junior right back from Indiana, Brady Harmon. Number 5, a sophomore center forward from Florida, Andrew Winkler. Number 7, a junior right middle from Virginia, Maverick Hayter. Number 8, a senior center mid from Maryland, Aaron Ensminger. Number 9, a freshman center mid from Maryland, Michael Oliveira. Number 10, a freshman left middle from Quebec, Jacob Bernard. Number 11, a senior center back from Virginia, Nathan Page. Number 13, a freshman center forward from Virginia, Daniel Page. Number 22, a sophomore center mid from Virginia, Paul Justiano. Number 77, a junior left back from Santiago, Chile, Seth Kenny. Ladies and gentlemen, the Omega Kappa Vikings. On the field tonight for the Chi Sigma Cobras, number 2, a sophomore left forward from Maine, Luke Philbrick. Number 5, a freshman right back from North Carolina, Fernando Mendoza. Number 12, a freshman right middle from Florida, Bennett Roberts. Number 15, a sophomore right middle from Tennessee, Andrew Royalty. Number 21, a sophomore left middle from Tennessee, Frankie Gagliano. Number 25, a freshman right forward from Georgia, David Collette. Starting for your Chi Sigma Cobras, number 3, a senior center back from Illinois, Alan Marvin. Number 4, a junior right middle from Maryland, Kervin Oceros. Number 9, a senior center back from Michigan, Tyler Rose. Number 10, a sophomore left back from Hawaii, Isaac Wellis. Number 11, a freshman center forward from Connecticut, Joel Ludka. Number 13, a senior left middle from Minnesota, Andrew Friedel. Number 17, a sophomore center forward from Tennessee, Kobe Rojo. Number 20, a junior center middle from Michigan, Chandler Fitzgerald. Number 22, a sophomore right back from Pennsylvania, Nathan Bartholomew. And number 24, a freshman center mid from Ohio, Luke Mack. Number 34, a senior goalkeeper from Connecticut, Jeff Ludka. Once again, your Chi Sigma Cobras. Tonight's officials, assistant referees, Matt Suarez and Vando Che. Our head official tonight, Mike Walters. The team captains will now meet in the middle of the field for the coin toss.
The Vikings have won the toss and have elected to defend the east side.
All right, welcome back to the 45th annual Turkey Bowl. Some of you have joined us earlier today for the very first Women's Turkey Bowl Championship. The Bears were able to pull off a win for that game. However, representing tonight's main event is going to be the Chi Sigma Cobras playing against last year's Turkey Bowl Championships, the Omega Kappa Vikings. Once again, my name is Tim Yefimov, and I will be joined today by my former soccer Eagles teammate, Travis Rose.
So, Tim, this is pretty exciting, huh?
Yep. Awesome night. Beautiful weather.
We got a rematch.
Yep.
A pretty reoccurring rematch that we were just talking about.
Yep.
4 times in the last 6 years.
Yep.
This is a three-peat.
So basically, 2014, they played each other for the first time.
Yep.
Then in 2019, and then in 2018, excuse me, 2019, and now it's this year. Why do you think, like, what is it about these two teams? How do they keep making to the championship? Why do you think that keeps happening?
For us, I think that you can see for the Cobras that we just win the games in the time that we need to. We might not be the best team or the most skilled team, but we end up winning the game when we need to. And what would you say keeps getting the Vikings here every time?
I think a big thing about collegians in general, and just collegians that do well, is having a pipeline for freshmen. Just being able to steady recruitment of freshmen. I think Cobras in the past, maybe for example, had a lot of high schools in Tennessee that they recruited from. I think, for example, this year the Vikings, they have like a lot of brothers that randomly joined the collegian. They picked up like 5 brothers. And so it's just having a pipeline for freshmen. I think that's one of the biggest things that you can look out for.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for those of you that don't know, me and Tim both played for the Eagles.
That's right.
So we were teammates, and we were teammates for 3 years.
But
when we started as our collegians, I was a Cobra, and Tim was a Viking.
That's right.
So if we talk more about one team or the other just in terms of knowledge, it's because Tim will know more about the Vikings this year. He's watched more of their games, obviously, and I will know more about the Cobras because I've watched more of their games. My brother's actually their starting center back. So
that's right.
So that's kind of We never actually played against each other in a turkey
No,
bowl.
we never played against each other. We've always only been teammates. So
Yeah, once we started leaving, the year we left,
Yep.
this is now the 3rd year in a row that
That's
they've played
right.
each other.
yeah.
And the Cobras have never won.
No, not against the Vikings.
No.
The Cobras have won 8 turkey bowls in their history, but all the turkey bowls that they've played against the Vikings, they have not won. And so we'll see if something else happens tonight.
But, yeah, as you can see, the game's getting underway. We're just 1 minute in, and as you can tell from the bat, it looks like it's going to be quick pace.
Yeah. Both teams going to start off real hard trying to pressure each other.
Yeah, I think it's just a testing idea.
Yeah.
They're going to see how much pressure each team can handle, and once both teams show that they can kind of handle some pressure, I think we'll see a little more relaxing and maybe some more possession type ball.
That's smart. I mean, you never know. When people are cold, they can make a mistake. So if you pressure them hard in the beginning, something could just slip in.
Yeah. You know what's funny about the teams here is both teams have ex-Eagles
That's right.
on the team. Now, you guys have a soccer player, right?
Yeah, we got Paul Justiniano.
Paul
I think
was
he's the last one.
Paul was a soccer player for 1 year or 2 years.
1 or 2 years. Yeah, he was there for the first national championship in 2017.
And then we actually have quite a few. The Cobras have quite a few ex-basketball players.
That's right. Yeah.
Right there, you see a hard tackle from Chandler. He's one of the ex-Eagles from basketball. You see Curvin, number 4. Tyler Rose is another one. And Jeff was, and all 4 of them were on the basketball team at one point.
So 4 of the Eagles are starting for the Cobras. Yeah.
But here we go. I really like the paint that they do for the field as well, with the nice PCC on the side, and the one box is colored in Vikings paint, and the other box is colored in Cobra paint.
Yeah, they really go all out, and it's kind of awesome. Even though, like, after all these years, it's like a tradition that's kept going, and it's pretty fun. I mean, it's a big deal. Like, you can see even from just the camera how many people are still here. I think this year, because of COVID, almost a goal-scoring opportunity
Keeper
there.
all the way at his 18.
Yeah.
Good job to come out there and eat up that pressure. That was a very close opportunity.
Yeah,
Good through ball.
I'm thinking about the paint, though, because it's going to be almost difficult to judge sometimes the exact outside edge of the paint as far as, like, how much distance you got before you outside the ball. I wonder if that's going to affect the game at all.
But yeah, he did a very good job right there.
Yeah, he did.
Coming off of his line quickly.
Free kick here for Cobras. Right in the center of the box. Oh, my goodness.
Put in a very dangerous
That was
spot.
very dangerous.
I think set pieces might end up having a big factor in this game. I think we'll see
Potentially, yeah.
which team can do which or whatever, but those were very dangerous right there.
Any early predictions for the score before we get too far into it?
From what I'm seeing, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised with how hard teams are coming out if we get a goal from some team early on, but I think it'll end up being a really close game, probably ending in overtime.
You think so?
I do.
Because last year for Turkey Bowl, they went in overtime and they went to penalty shootouts.
Yeah, I think there will be extra time at least, if not all the way to a shootout.
Good header there by number 9, Mikhail. Paul Justiniano with the ball. Through ball. Just not hard enough.
I think that's something that the Vikings will need to take control of. With Paul being an ex-Eagle, sure, it's just a little title or whatever. But, I mean, that shows that he can at least play at a higher level.
He's used to the pressure.
So, if they can use that control with him in the midfield, that would probably be big for them.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think he's going to be a key part in this game for them. Yeah, because you want to control the middle. The middle is one of the most important parts of the field, and if you control that, other things start falling into place. But we'll see as this game progresses. Jacob Bernard there, getting control of the ball.
What do you think are some key points that we should look at for this game, for things that will change the outcome of the game? Something that I think we can maybe see is not really one team maybe putting together a great play to score, but which team is going to make a mistake first.
Okay.
Which team is going to mess up a clearance? Which team is going to miss a pass? Which team is stuff like that? Those little mistakes, I think, is something that is a key point.
I feel like both teams have like a really strong defense this year. That's been like one of their strengths. Just getting here is just not having goals scored against them, and so you coming up you know, head-to-head here between a rock and a hard place, you know, to borrow the phrase. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see because somebody's going to have to break, you know. So we'll see what happens. Hader with the clear from the box.
I think even right now, just 5 minutes in, what we talked about is already happening. It's slowing down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because also, if it didn't slow down, both teams would get tired, and we'd start seeing some real sloppiness for sure.
Speaking of sloppiness, that actually might have been really painful.
The tackle itself wasn't malicious, but it was just so awkward. Yeah, with his jump and everything.
I think he landed.
And he landed right on his back.
Yeah, I don't think that's good. Is that Nathan Page? Yeah. Okay. Looks like that's going to be, Nathan Page, one of the captains for the Vikings.
Yeah, both teams really lunging right now. You can see at their tackles just there is no reserve. Every tackle is 100% so far.
Yeah, that was a dangerous
Ref
play.
still hasn't stopped the clock either.
He hasn't. You're right.
Even though normally when someone comes on the field, it should be stopped, but the clock.
Yeah, go ahead.
But the clock people are doing what they're supposed to, unless the ref gives you that X.
Yeah, you're right.
They're not supposed to stop it.
Okay, good. He's walking. I was going to say, because Nathan, that's like a critical part of the Vikings defense. That would be a huge loss for the Vikings.
Normally, if you have to stop play and people come on the field, normally they have to go off.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they can still come back on in the half because it wasn't a choice. It was mandated. So I guess we just might not be doing that with the collegiate level. But that is the college rule.
Yeah, and the NCAA, yeah.
A little back and forth here.
Yeah.
A little pinball action.
Michael passing into Jacob. Jacob. Oh. Beat him a little bit. A little chip. Oh! Wow. Very close call there.
That took a weird pinch out of there.
Yeah.
It like pinched in between the forward and the goalie and almost found its way straight into the net.
Yeah, no, both players decided not to back down. Both went 100%. And Michael got there just a tiny bit sooner. But then, was it Tyler?
Tyler was there.
Yeah, he blocked it with his head. Very good save
Headed it out of the corner there.
Very good.
If it had a little more power, I don't think he would have had a chance to react.
Yeah.
Corner for the Vikings here. You can see a lot of fighting in there. This is good. They got their head on it. Cleared back out.
Ah.
I like that idea. Trying to sneak it near post there. Very dangerous right there.
Yeah. Oh.
Interesting goal kick right there.
Yeah.
Might not have been what he was trying to do.
Yeah, kind of weaker than expected. Mack and Ludko working together there. Little wall pass right there.
Everything seems to be just a little bit too quick.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's on his toes, ready to go. The Vikings goalkeeper.
Paul Giustiano. Oh.
You still see guys full on just breakneck sprinting around. So I think it's going to either have to slow down or there's going to be some subs coming in because you can't keep this up.
Well, that's Daniel Page there at the top there, and he's one of those players that literally can run all day. He's almost like a mini Jake McClellan. That guy has endless amounts of energy.
Yeah, there's only been a couple guys you've seen that can really run like that, like Riley Bohalski.
Yeah.
Those type of guys can run all game, full speed, and it won't make a difference.
Yeah, that's a key part.
I feel like we've seen some miscues from the Cobras here right off the bat.
Oh, wow.
We've seen some miscues with like that touch from Isaac right there. Or Tyler's having a rough time on his clears keeping the ball in bounds.
Yeah.
So it's just some miscues early on, and that was one of the points we made where that could be, just those little things right there could be part of the game changer.
Yeah, you got to be focused the whole time. Ooh. Wow.
Nice hands there.
That's like the third, I would say the third save that Haters made today.
A thing I'd like to see him do is slow down. Like, every time he's got the ball in his hands, it's just an immediate sprint to, like that right there, just kicked it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Even if it stayed inbounds, there was no Viking within 10 yards of that area. So maybe just slow it down a little bit, get some possession. But when the ball's been shot at him, he's been doing great.
No, yeah, I think this is his freshman year, so he is a little bit, new to the goalie position. But
Kobe right there did a really good job muscling off that defender and got a good shot that he again saved. That one was on the ground, forcing him to get low. So the Vikings had pressure for a few minutes there, and now the Cobras are coming down with some pressure.
A little back and forth action.
After watching the Cobras play, and I don't know if you'll say the same about the Vikings, but watching them play throughout the season, I've not seen this type of energy right off the bat. This type of, like, just straight, raw energy from the get-go of the game.
I feel like they have a tiny bit chip on their shoulder. You know, they've lost a couple times in a row now to the Vikings. They really want to, get a dub here. And so I think they're putting 100% in it. I don't know if you would agree with this. In history or in my experience, Cobras tend to be more of a chill and relaxed and laid-back type of collegian.
Oh, yeah.
But they're definitely not showing that tonight.
Like, before games, we're normally, like, throwing a baseball around and checking the football. But before this game, we obviously weren't.
Yeah. No, they're taking this one seriously. And I appreciate it. It's pretty fun to watch, entertaining. Ooh.
Big rip right there, deflected by Isaac. Yeah, you see right there, Paul can hit the ball.
Yeah.
He's got a boot. Crowd getting into it as well here. I like this.
I don't know if the camera or the microphone can pick that up, but the crowd's starting to get into it.
The crowd is completely invested here. No one's a passive spectator right now. It's a great environment. This is probably one of the biggest games they'll get to play in front of people.
Yeah, for a lot of them.
Even back home, and if these guys are playing for even Christian school championships or anything, those are still small.
Yeah. This is a big deal to a lot of these boys. Brady with the ball.
We are starting to see a little more possession. Even though we're still seeing those bursts of just all out, go, go, go. But
yeah, I think, honestly, it's going to be important, like, who is the first team to truly start getting a passing rhythm? Because the team that gets the passing rhythm first tends to be the one that keeps their energy a little bit longer.
I feel like that was the biggest change from going from collegiate to playing for the Eagles, though.
Okay.
When you started playing for the Eagles, I feel like it was more possession-based instead of, like, just get a goal-based.
Yeah.
There was multiple things going on.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Rose there.
Takes it up the side.
Yeah.
Kobe's up.
Oh, just a little bit too hard.
Doesn't get the touch, but they've got possession up here. Takes the chipper
off
the post.
Oh,
and it's in. What a play right there from the Cobras, though.
And I do believe that was Mac making the goal, number 24 there.
Keeping the Mac name alive.
That's right.
So that play all started in the replay won't show it, but that play all started in our defensive end. Brought it up the side right there. Great way to switch the field.
Yep.
Kobe brings it back across in just a one-touch with Luke Mack.
Yep.
Keeping that Mack name alive. For those of you that don't know, his brother was the Cobras goalkeeper.
Yep. It was
5 or 6 years ago?
Yeah, it was 2014, I think, was his last year.
Yeah.
So I think
again, another loss to the Vikings.
Yeah, so this might be a little mini revenge here.
Revenge from the Mack family.
Yeah. Oh, my.
Okay, so here's the danger, and you just saw some of it right there, is giving up a goal right after scoring a goal. Now, he was called offsides, and the ball did hit the post.
Yep.
But those are two things that, if reversed, could easily just have been a goal.
No, if the referee hadn't seen it or didn't call it, that could have been 1-1 situation.
Almost halfway through the first half, and Cobras 1-0.
Yep.
I think that's been the Cobras' problem the last couple Turkey Bowls against the Vikings.
Have they?
I just don't think we've scored. Remember,
okay, yeah.
Last time was overtime, 0-1.
Yeah.
I remember the one in 2014 because I was here as a senior in high school, and we lost 2-0.
Okay.
So getting a goal in is probably helpful. And I can't imagine after watching the pressure that the Vikings will be held scoreless all game.
No way.
I don't think 1-0 is going to be able to keep it.
No, no way this game is staying 1-0. Too much energy on the field. Daniel Page there making a play. Oh, wow, another crossbar.
Another one off the post.
Left foot. Shot blocked by Jeff Lutka.
Woo!
Wow.
Wow, the Cobras would better be thanking themselves right there. Thanking the Lucky
That's
Stars.
2 goal-scoring opportunities
Oh,
back-to-back.
my goodness. Off the post. And then Paul again with a very strong left-footed attempt right there.
Which he's more of a righty, so I was
He
very
is more of a
surprised that he
righty.
made that shot, but that was good.
Paul's got that type of, feeling about him where even with the ball and pressure on him, he's just very calm.
Yeah.
You never see him really speed up. He's just always got the ball on his feet with control. It's very dangerous in the midfield there.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Oh, potentially. Oh, just a little bit too hard. Jeff Lutka getting the clear there.
If you watch Jeff, he's responding a little slow right
Yeah.
now. Like, that's clearly going to end up in his box, and I feel like the Vikings keeper's already maybe
Yeah.
even kept a couple good chances out just from being quick off of his line.
Yeah, and that might be a big difference maker today is the speed at which these keepers are willing to come out of the box.
Yeah, I feel like if Jeff can't start reading that distance right, one of those can just turn into a goal very easily.
Which, I think he could have picked it up instead of kicking there, but
Yes.
because of the thickness of those colored lines, that might have thrown him off a little bit. Shot by Seth Kenny, just over the crossbar.
I do like the Vikings spacing here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the Cobras are getting sucked in where you see 3 guys in like a 5-yard circle. And the Vikings are all very spread out, taking up most of the field where they're able to be.
No, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of Viking players that have a strong understanding of the game, experience, not just athleticism, but actual a little bit of soccer intellect, and I think that's why you're seeing the spread that they have.
No back and forth right here.
Chandler with the ball.
Each team, though, not really giving the other a chance to really possess and look up and find good decisions. If you get the ball on your feet, you're not going to have it very long without pressure.
Yeah, they only have a few seconds, which is awesome. I'm really glad to see that. No one team is truly outpossessing the other team quite yet.
You can already see, though, the pressure is kind of a little less intense than it was at the beginning. And I think that's because we're almost 20 minutes in, and the intensity has been that high, it's going to wear you out.
Honestly, I don't know about you. It hasn't felt like 20 minutes to me.
No,
I feel like this game just started.
Yeah, it's gone quick.
Oh, boy. Dangerous opportunity there. Nathan Page messing it up, fumbling it up. Lutka with a shot right at Hader.
He did a great job cutting down all the angles with the defender.
Yep.
Page did a really good job keeping him right on his shoulder.
Yeah, forcing him to make a sloppy shot.
Forcing him to put it out in that near post area, and the keeper just had it all locked down. That was very good defense.
I think I would have liked to see maybe Nathan Page pass to his keeper, but I don't know if he trusts him with that kind of pass.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I think that opportunity could have been stopped if Nathan had passed it. Brother Rose getting in the way of that. Nobody out there. Paul Giustiano with the ball again. A little chip over. Paul Giustiano with a rip. not quite
Those
what
long ones have a chance, but it's not
Yeah.
as good if it was a little closer.
And I think also, I mean, Jeff, if he's got one thing, he's got height, and he can jump, and he can block that kind of stuff. So the shots that have been going in for the Vikings, all season long, aren't necessarily the shots that might go in on a night like this.
And yeah, it doesn't take Jeff much time to get all the way to any edge of the goal.
Yeah.
Being so tall.
Yeah.
And also being on the Eagles basketball team, he's at least an athlete. So it would be hard to get one by him from that distance. But Paul's shown that if anyone could just whiz one by, it might be Paul.
A good shot is a good shot.
I think they might be using these chips and these long shots maybe to kind of start baiting.
Maybe.
Where maybe there'll be a fake shot or a kick.
Get the goalie out of place.
Or it might be a fake chip to a short pass that leads to a very nice center ball.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Jacob Bernard there with the ball. Little sidestep move.
It could be building to something.
Daniel Page with the ball, passing it back to Jacob. Just a heavy touch. Jan with the ball.
A lot of pressure there.
Cut off by Seth Kenny. Fast pass to Paul Giustiniano. Almost like walking. Look how smoothly he walks by them.
Yeah, I feel like...
Oh, wow. A little Maradona. Oh, blocked by Isaac Wells.
I feel like the Cobras have already gotten a little bit tired maybe.
Yeah.
And
foul there in the corner.
You can see some lazy tackles.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let's see if this turns into anything. I think it's just going to be a simple foul. Nothing too crazy.
No. But you can see like just some stabbing or just standing in the way and not really on the balls of their feet or anything. So that might be something that needs to be adjusted coming into the second half if they keep it getting a little tired and things like that keep happening.
Sloppy kick. Easy pickup for Jeff Letka.
Both keepers, maybe I'd like to see a little bit more time given to their team.
To get up the field.
Basically, all of the Cobras were standing in his box still when he kicked that.
Exactly, and so the Vikings were able to just pick it up easily.
Right, and even with it coming back down, of course we're back, but we kick it out of bounds. The Vikings get a throw in now. It looks like for the last little while, the Vikings have established themselves here.
Yeah.
As being the more possessive,
I would agree, yeah.
Forward-minded team here.
And that might be also because of the goal that was scored. I think now that the goal scored, Cobras are going to play more conservatively, whereas the Vikings are going to play more aggressively. And that's just a natural thing that happens during soccer, especially when the teams are pretty even.
Right now, ball not moving very much, though.
Yeah,
just kind of going back and forth here.
Yeah, just going out of bounds all the time, and I feel like that's part of the Cobras' plan is they want to clear it and stop the flow. They want to stop the possession.
I feel like keeping it to the edge is good for the Cobras, and the Vikings are trying to get it more back towards the center.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Nathan Page running for the ball here.
There you go. That's what you just mentioned.
Go. Yeah.
So he is comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Maybe just thought that last play was a little close or something.
Perhaps, yeah.
Oh,
dangerous opportunity.
There's the miscue that we were talking about earlier.
Walker passing it out. Oh, wow.
That was the same thing, though. Defender, goalie, defense combo, kept him wide.
I would have liked to see maybe Jacob cut that, go to the line, and then cut it back for somebody behind him to shoot it one time.
But that's exactly what we talked about. Miscue almost leading to it wasn't a big mistake. It was just a misclearance.
Yeah. Jacob Bernard with the ball. Decides to dribble it, but Tyler getting there first, clearing it.
Be another Vikings throw in here.
Seth Kenny with the ball.
Only 5.5 minutes left in the first half. I mean, it's just
blown by.
Just kicking by.
Time flies when you're having fun. Oh.
Yeah, both teams are kind of slowing down a little bit. I feel like, from what we're seeing here, the Vikings have a little bit more energy. They were a little less ambitious at the very beginning of the game. So it's been a smooth flow.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
The Cobras they've been burst the whole time.
We can see, like, Vikings are comfortable also with passing back. They don't always have to pass forward. And that's a big thing. That shows you a little bit of soccer maturity when you don't always have to go forward.
You see right there that play you were talking about where
Yeah.
he passes it back?
Yeah.
But you see no Vikings in the box.
In that case, yeah, I would agree. Yeah,
I feel like that's something that the Vikings could maybe capitalize on, where when the ball goes in the corner and everyone turns,
Yeah. No, you're right about
getting
that.
2 or 3 bodies into the box.
He made the right play,
He
but
did.
nobody was there for it. Yeah.
So does that make it the wrong play?
I don't know. I feel like that to a certain degree, trust is big. You got to trust your players. And in that case, he trusted even though there was nobody there.
Quick counter here for the Cobras. Kobe out wide.
Little heel pass. Nathan Page scooping it up pretty easily. All right. Scratch that. I think that was Brady. Paul Giustiano with a crazy trap, but still going to be a throw-in.
I think we also earlier had the ref signal for a Cobras throw-in, and the Vikings still throwed it in. And then no one stopped it. But then the Cobras got possession, so then no one
I
cared.
missed that. Chan with the ball in the middle, passing it to Mack, but not quite. Ooh, rough foul again.
Both of the Vikings' injuries or plays like this have both been very awkward.
Yeah,
Like that play right there, the Cobra wins the header,
yeah.
and the other player just got there late, and it was almost like a football tackle where
Yeah.
shoulder to chest.
Yeah, just being in the wrong place. at the
Right.
time. There's a certain degree of learning how to play aggressively, but also learning how to protect yourself.
Keeping yourself safe.
Yeah, that's
Because
like,
right there he was very aggressive.
Yeah,
But there was no protection.
and that's not something that is taught. I feel like that's something you have to like figure out for yourself.
Yeah, he got there a second late, and I mean he got hit pretty hard.
Jacob Gentry, collegiate sports coordinator, coming out, just making sure everything's all right.
Second time in a row he hasn't stopped the clock though.
Yeah, I wonder what that's all about. I wonder if they're going to add time.
I
to
wonder
the
what
first
they're
half.
talking about
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Easy pass there in the middle. Nobody marking him.
Yeah, I feel like with the spacing the Vikings have, there's always someone open.
Yeah. And they're good at seeing
And they're finding it, or
Yeah.
at least they're willing to take the time to risk maybe some pressure coming to
Sure.
still be able to find that
Yeah.
pass.
And that's big. Paul Giustiano using his body, getting a foul.
I think this favors both teams. The Vikings have nice place kickments,
Mhm.
nice opportunities, and the Cobras are slowing the game down, just using clock as they're up. I feel like it favors both teams for plays like that.
I feel like maybe it would favor the Cobras a little bit more because
Yeah.
momentum is a huge thing. And if you can stop the other team's momentum, I don't care like what the set piece is, you can readjust and take a breather, and that's huge.
Yeah.
I think I would take set pieces over the other team having momentum.
I would agree. I feel like after that last tackle, the ref's a little more conscious of player safety. You know,
Yeah.
that play with Chandler and Paul was. I mean, it was a rough tackle, but maybe it didn't deserve a call.
He wouldn't
And that right there was almost just he was sprinting so much he just kind of lost control. But
Yeah, I don't know if the referee would have called that at the beginning of the game, but he is now.
But after those 2 hard tackles, I think he's a little more conscious of player safety.
Another set piece for the Cobras. Michael getting it. Winkler with the ball. Passing out to Maverick. Back to the middle.
Very dangerous
Oh.
opportunity here.
Oh, great Maradona.
A reminder that as we enter the 30th minute of the half, the scoreboard clock will stop and the official time will be kept on the field by the head official.
Yeah, so as you can see on the field, the clock has stopped, but we still have it here on the live stream, but the referee does get the final say as to what the time will be. And I think partially that might be due to the times that he didn't stop during the fouls. That might have an effect. I mean, that might be why they're doing that this time.
Yeah, if he does those times, it'll be a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Because those were some big injuries. Guys were laying down.
Yeah, that's a good maybe 3 minutes that could be added potentially.
If you didn't see that pause and confusion right there, Paul just chipped it over, and Chandler was standing there in a normal position, and the ball hit his hand.
Okay.
And everyone was thinking the ref was going to call a handball, but with his hand in a neutral position, he can make the decision.
Yeah, no, if you're not intentionally swinging for the ball with your hand, then it's not a
Because it can
handball.
still be a handball if it really affects the play and the ref thinks it's warranted. But
In that case,
I think it
wasn't.
was.
Oh, my goodness. Another goal-scoring opportunity there.
And that is again,
Wow.
and that's again what we were talking about.
Refer-
Where one little mistake right there, both people thought the other, and it almost turned into a goal at the end right there.
With like 1 second left in the clock. Yeah. And first half is over.
So end of the first half.
Yep.
Cobras are up 1-0. What are some takeaways you take from that first half?
Takeaways, I would say slow down the game, possess, at least for the Vikings. I think Cobras are starting to back down a little bit and try to just play defensively. And so take the somewhat, and say this loosely, the respect that they're giving you or the space that they're giving you and use that to pass. And don't always go forward. You don't always want to go forward. You want to go to the open man and make the other team chase you.
Okay.
I would say that. And as for, Cobras, what would you say they need to do?
And my exact thought would be something. I feel like the Cobras did that to themselves because I would agree where they were really losing some energy at because they came out so strong at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I would say find your position, find your 85%, and stick with that the whole half instead of starting 100 and then when you finish at 50 or 60, and the other team's still going 85, you're in trouble.
No, I would agree.
And so I feel like if they slowed down at the beginning, we just have a very even, laid out match where the Cobras are up 1-0. So they just need to either hold on or put a couple more in, and the Vikings are in a position where they might need to extend that energy, maybe up more to where they are going 100% to equalize that game.
No, I'd agree with that.
I think we're in store for a very nice second half.
Yep, so that's the end of the first half. Tune back with us in just a few minutes when we get back for the second half of the 45th Annual Turkey Bowl. See you guys in a few.
just 3 minutes, we'll announce all of the various minor sports winners this year, this semester at Pensacola Christian College. You still have a couple of minutes to grab some concessions and head back to your seat as we announce the minor sports awards winners and our halftime contest. 3 minutes.
Every day is just, what am I going to pull from today's lesson? Every day. The lessons are endless. I'd like to go into prosecution. Just that idea of justice that prosecution has to offer. I find that exhilarating. And one of the things that I love hanging out with my fellow pre-law students is when we'll just be talking about what we learned. It seems like everybody pulls something different away from each lesson. It really broadens your horizons.
The advantage that we offer at Pensacola Christian is a sense of law and of politics with God's light shining through it.
My major revolves around the biblical aspect. That is one of the most important things. When it comes to law, in order for law to be constant, it has to be based on something that is also constant. And the scripture is the most constant thing that you can base that on. That is the focus. It's why we are doing what we're doing, where that foundation is.
Worldview is so crucial here because any two people can look at the same set of facts and come to different conclusions based on their interpretation of those facts. We start with the notion that we can know truth, and we pursue that truth with an idea toward practical application. It's not just truth for the sake of truth. It's not just abstract scholarship. It's how does this affect the way I live each day? Our pre-law program is custom designed. The shortest route to law school from where you are. What courses do you need? What skill sets are you going to be required to exhibit there in law school?
I finish each semester looking back at so many things that I've learned. My writing has improved exponentially since I came here. My ability to critically analyze various decisions and writings and works, that's something that's also increased.
We're regaled on a regular basis with stories of folks in their first year of law school being asked by professors, where did you learn to write this well?
I've been talking to some different law school representatives. They've said that they love getting applicants from Pensacola Christian College. It's nice to know when I graduate, I'm going to have the tools that I need to be able to succeed.
And from the Psi Omicron Sabres, Emma Blackstone, represented tonight by Abby Solomon.
Thank you.
In the swim meet, the Kappa Psi Scorpions and the Delta Gamma Bears. In bowling, from the Zeta Sigma Tornadoes, Brody Myers, and from the Psi Omicron Sabres, Savannah Talley, represented by Haley Von Eyck. In air hockey, from the Zeta Chi Falcons, Andrew Warthen, and from the Psi Omicron Sabres, Tenny Solman. In volleyball, the Chi Sigma Cobras and the Omega Delta Hurricanes. In rock climbing, from the Zeta Chi Falcons, Noah Johnson. And from the Alpha Kappa Wolves, Victoria Ferrier. In racquetball, from the Zeta Chi Falcons, Matthew McIntyre. And from the Zeta Nu Gators, Ina Yefimov. In badminton, the Beta Kappa Hornets, Hyun-Bin Kang, represented by Chris Johansson. And from the Zeta Alpha Leopards, Alicia Denanti. Let's give a round of applause to the minor sports winners of 2020's fall semester at Pensacola Christian College. And now, it's time to talk turkey. Please direct your attention to Eagle Field for our halftime game.
Want to get a head start in college? With Pensacola Christian College's online dual enrollment program, you can do just that. Open to juniors and seniors in Christian schools, dual enrollment students can take up to 6 online courses per year, all counting towards PCC college credit requirements. With 3 different options throughout the school year and summer, and over a dozen courses, choose to lighten your college load and, depending on your major, finish college early. You will be able to fit courses around your schedule, a perfect way to complete many of your general college education courses before you graduate high school and step foot on campus. To learn more about getting a head start on your education today, visit pcci.edu/dual enrollment.
You only have one life. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to influence your world for Christ? This is a place where you can be empowered to fulfill God's calling and pursue your passion.
Working as a physical therapist, it is a ministry all its own to just build a relationship with the people. I mean, that's my ultimate goal, is I want to help people get better.
I want to go to law school, get into a cybersecurity program. That way I can incorporate both programming and law, protecting companies from cybercrime.
I love being around people, and I love learning about people. I knew that with nursing, it wasn't just about helping people physically, like it was helping them spiritually too. That's what's important in life.
As I began to pray more, God, I have a huge decision to make. Where am I going to go to school? I only have one life. What do you want me to do with it? And he began to show me that what I enjoy doing can be used for his honor. And for his glory. God led me to Pensacola Christian College to pursue my passion for finance through a biblical perspective.
I had told my pastor before coming here, I was like, I don't really like school, but I know I need to go for nursing, so I'm gonna go and I'll have to study really hard, and I just didn't really look forward to it. But now, like on my third year, learning is so much fun, and I didn't feel like that freshman year.
I'll look back and I'll be like, man, I remember I used to struggle with that. And then maybe a freshman looks at what I'm doing and they're like, what are you even looking at? I'm like, this is easy stuff.
Incrementally, we're ready to do more, we're ready to face more, and to say, this may not be the easiest thing I've ever done, but it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done.
Last summer, I did an internship in Germany in a genetics lab, and I was able to use the techniques and tools I had learned in the labs here over there, and it made so much more sense because I already knew what I was doing and why I was doing it.
I think teaching is communicating facts, but I think the bottom line for me with teaching is connecting the material so the students not only know it, but appreciate it and also know how to use it.
My teaching isn't about me, it's about where God is taking each individual student down the road.
We have great faculty and they honestly inspire me. Seeing all of these faculty members who have doctorates, you can definitely see what they've learned reflected through what they teach.
They'll constantly tell you, if you need something, come talk to me. I've had teachers other places and they'll say that, but if you go up to them, they don't really want to give you the time or try to respond. And here it's just totally different. You can just have a really good teacher-student relationship.
The faculty are saying it's going to take hard work and dedication to be the best at whatever you're doing for God's glory. That philosophy will always work.
Sometimes they'll ask us, what verse do you think would apply to this? How a verse would relate to a situation.
Biblical worldview is seeing all of my life through what God has shown us in Scripture.
And that's one of the reasons why I chose PCC in the first place, is to have faculty that love God to help me further my spiritual walk with Christ.
If my goal is to be in the will of God, it helps so much to know that my teacher has that same goal.
Everything that I see here is Christ-centered. Their main purpose is, we want you to see more of Jesus Christ. That is what I see in PCC.
Why is PCC here? It's to change lives and make them more like Christ. I hope that I can just have a little part of molding and shaping them like the Lord Jesus Christ.
They want students to come out of PCC and to make an influence and an impact on the world. I think their goal really is to change the world, and they do it one student at a time.
As president of PCC, I want you to know that we're committed to providing an excellent liberal arts education that's built upon the foundation and truths of God's Word. We won't compromise on biblical principles, and our purpose is to equip you for whatever it is God's called you to do. Make the most of this opportunity in life, and choose the college that best prepares you for that calling. PCC has so much to offer. We're located just minutes from the beautiful sugar white sands and emerald waters of Pensacola Beach. We're known for providing the best education value among accredited Christian colleges. And we have great facilities and activities that'll provide memorable experience to your college life. So as you think to the future and think about choosing a college, don't just choose a college because of its location, near home or by the beach. Don't just choose a Christian college because it's affordable like PCC is. And don't just choose a college because your friends go there and it looks like a fun place to attend. Choose a Christian college because God's called you there. Because that place will empower you to influence the world for Christ in whatever God's called you to do.
You're ready for college. You're excited about the adventure, the challenge, the successes lying ahead of you. Say the word and your bags are practically packed. But let's face it, you're not sure how you're going to pay for it. There are a lot of expenses that can drain a savings account, and you might be thinking, just how am I going to pay for this? First of all, you start by choosing Pensacola Christian College, one of the best values and accredited Christian colleges, which is going to save you an average of 50% of the cost of a similar education. Next, take a look at the 4th-year tuition-free program. If you qualify, your tuition will be free your 4th year. That's a significant savings, cutting the total cost of tuition by 25%. Be sure to check out and apply for applicable scholarships. There's a range of scholarships available, whether your parents work in full-time Christian service, you're headed into the field of medicine, you're planning to be a teacher, you or a parent served in the armed forces, you have a parent that graduated from PCC, and more. There's even a scholarship that will credit you back any money you spent on a Becca Academy tuition, grades 9 through 12. After you enroll, there's also over 40 additional scholarships awarded to continuing students every year. Working on campus is always a great option. Over half of PCC students work on campus from 8 to 20 hours a week, a great way to reduce remaining expenses while at the same time gaining valuable life skills. If you need a loan to help you out, the Abeka Education Fund can provide a sizable amount each year at a reasonable interest rate. So, while paying for college can be intimidating at first glance, there's no reason to let that stop you from following your college dream. Find out more at pcci.edu/financialinfo.
Dedicated leaders rise to the challenges of business management. It takes skill and effort to grow your team, lead your company, and expand your reach. Sharpen your skills and gain a competitive edge with an MBA from Pensacola Christian College. Real-life problems are answered from a biblical perspective to enhance your management and leadership qualities. Dedicated faculty and challenging classes give you the tools to reach your professional goals. Fit your master's degree into your schedule with the flexibility of quality online education, giving you the chance to apply what you learn immediately to your career. Start your journey today with flexible payments and affordable pricing. Invest in your Master's in Business Administration from Pensacola Christian College. It's graduate school built for real life. Graduate school built for you.
The best part about what I do is we get to see the difference that we're able to make by helping people with issues with federal agencies through our coalition program and seeing what issues are affecting our community and providing that feedback to the congressman. It's really unique opportunity to be here in the district because it's less politics and more community. Having a Christian worldview and politics today, I think, is essential to our country succeeding. So being able to communicate with people that maybe don't have those same ideologies or principles backing their logic without them feeling judged or that they're wrong, but also trying to give them something to think about that may change the way that they vote or the way that they create policy or legislation. Pensacola Christian College definitely had a high quality of education. I felt like I succeeded at college better than I did prior just because of the fact that my teachers really cared about what I was learning, why I was learning it. I really appreciated the relationships I had with my professors as well as the professional skills that they taught me. My teachers really cared about what I was learning, why I was learning it. You need guidance, you need wisdom, you need determination, you need doors to open, and At college, I feel like the spiritual atmosphere very much led and encouraged me to have that one-on-one relationship with God and take me to the next step in life.
What makes you smile? Time with people you love. Making a difference at your work or ministry. Fun memories and the little things that make your day. Going to graduate school can mean giving up those things, but it doesn't have to. With an online master's degree from Pensacola Christian College, you can reach your goals and still be there for family, work, and ministry. Of course, earning a graduate degree comes with challenges, like money and time. But with online learning, you can get a degree that's made for your schedule and budget. One that only costs a little over $10,000, with a flexible payment option too. And with online learning, you can learn anytime, anywhere, with classes that fit your schedule. Take the next step by choosing one of several master's degree programs: business administration, educational leadership, ministry, Bible exposition, and others. At Pensacola Christian College, you'll get a biblical perspective and insight from caring professionals and ministry leaders. So when you graduate, you won't have just a diploma. You'll have confidence to go further in your ministry or career, and you'll still have those memories that make you smile. It's graduate school built for real life. Graduate school built for you.
And we're back. Second half of the Turkey Bowl. And I do have a confession to make. I got a DM from Billy Dudley, and he corrected me. He said in 2018, the Vikings didn't play the Cobras, they played the Spartans. So this is actually the third time that the Vikings are playing the Cobras, not the fourth time. But yeah, if you guys hear anything that we're saying wrong, or you just want to text us or commentate. Ooh, wow, we're looking at a foul here.
What a quick beginning for these 10 seconds here.
I think we might be seeing a penalty.
I think we might be seeing a PK.
Yeah, that's definitely yellow.
So the play that developed right there.
Yeah.
Quick pass from the Cobras.
Yeah.
Keeper fumbled it with his feet, and then basically just freaked out.
Yeah, he pushed. Yeah, I don't know if he should have, but
the Cobras had no real scoring chance, I don't think, from that angle.
And
but
I think that's the.
But he freaked out, turned around, and you saw it was just a football tackle.
Yep. So who we got this? Rojo taking the
shot.
Kobe
Rojo taking the shot. We did see his girlfriend. We talked about that. His girlfriend was in the Turkey Bowl earlier on the Dolphins. So we'll see what Kobe gets here. This is all about placement and power.
Hader did do well on penalty kicks this semester, so. Oh, and we got a miss.
Kobe misses wide right. Didn't even need to save it.
Wow.
There could have been no goalie. Makes no difference.
Wow.
Those are the two things, power and placement. He had lots of power.
Yeah.
And the placement was way off.
That could literally be a goal-changing mistake there, that miss, because that would have been 2-0.
That's game changer right there for sure. But
oh my. Yeah, Cobra's coming out really hot pressure right now.
Yeah. But as Tim was saying, anyone that's listening, any way you listen with Tim and I, if you have our numbers or Instagram or anything, maybe tell us everything we're doing wrong, or maybe ask us some questions or give us something to shout out. Maybe you'll get something from there. Who knows?
One-on-one potential situation, but referee called a foul, so it's not going to count.
I don't know why everyone was still going crazy. Whistle was blowing a little while ago.
Yeah.
And then you saw both teams were still playing a little bit, yeah. Vikings and Cobras.
I've seen referees give yellow cards, though, for people who keep dribbling that long after.
Well, I've not seen that.
Yeah, so I was kind of like, what are you doing?
I think a lot of emotions coming out right here.
Yeah.
Cobras getting a PK, missing. And then I think the Vikings are even starting this a little bit chippy, a little frustrated with being down at the half. They had good scoring chances. They're probably just regretting some of those that they missed and really want some of those back this half.
Yeah, no, I think the Vikings are kind of at a loss right now because I don't think they expected to be down. They have a history of doing well in Turkey Bowl, and so they probably expect to be winning right now, and they're not, and that's kind of getting to their heads, I think.
And I think this half might be different fouls-wise as well.
Yep.
You've seen the ref already make a couple calls that are a little bit more ticky-tacky than were in the first half. I think he's just looking for player safety.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a few more yellow cards. Decent pass.
Great pass. Kept it out of the box, so Jeff had no way to get to it.
Cross. Oh, just not. Oh. Bad touch. Cleared by, what is that, Allen?
Very nice play right there from the Vikings, getting it up the sideline, getting it crossed back. Very hard to clear that. More possession.
Potential handball.
That was another one of those, he was just running fluently and just hit his hand. Nothing on Chandler in the first half, nothing on them in the second half right here.
Paul Justiniano taking it out wide, but it's cleared.
He was like mobbed right there by 3 Cobras.
Oh my. Potential one-on-one with defense. Pass, but a little
difficult
bit
pass,
too
but
hard.
Pressure's still
Is Brady
up.
Going to get there? No, he's letting Rojo have the ball. I think I would have liked to see Brady not give so much space. I think he could have got there before Rojo.
That could have been a big fight.
Yeah.
But I'd really like to see maybe, there's no possession. The Cobras, it was like a 6-on-4 right there, and instead of working a couple passes, it was a quick shot.
Yeah, and that's a big thing is like not when you're dribbling and you're ahead, not to lose your head, to stay focused and be like, okay, hold up, they're catching up. All right, let me stop. Let me let the rest of my team catch up. Let's play it smart.
Both teams have done very well possessing those headers from the other keeper coming into their defensive end. Just not too many mistakes coming in, and then the mistakes that are there, neither team's really capitalized yet. The Cobras' one goal was just from great play and then a good bounce off the post, really.
Yeah. Seth Kinney with the ball. Trying to pass it off there, cut off. Oh, great tackle.
We've seen a lot of aggressive tackles, but a lot of them have been very soccer-like.
Yeah, very smart tackles, yeah.
No dangerous cleats up in the air, no one really flailing around. They've been very good, hard tackles, though.
Maverick with the ball. Passing to Justiniano. Justiniano with space, no hard pressure. All right, they're waiting to mob him.
I think it's almost a good decision right there.
Yeah.
I feel like Paul's almost more dangerous with his head up looking for a pass, and so if there's no pressure, he needs to be the one to make that move instead of waiting for that pressure.
Yeah, I think that threw him off when he didn't get the pressure. Little flick. I would have liked to see him get to the line, but instead he cut it back.
A way to keep possession, though.
Yeah.
Did good there.
Paul Justiniano getting the ball back for his team.
You can see most players are up in the Cobras.
Ooh, little shot, little deflection. In the goal. Oh! Just missed.
That was a very nice shot, actually, from Paul in the very beginning.
Yep.
Because it was almost knuckly and very difficult for Jeff to read.
Yep.
And so he was able to block it but not trap it.
And it was good on the Vikings to be there. Daniel, I think Page almost got there, just couldn't get his foot wrapped around the ball to put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, this game is nowhere even close to being over. Very good play from the Vikings there.
Paul winning the head.
Because you saw there was almost every player was in the Cobras off defensive third, and so it's going to be very hard for them to get rid of the ball.
Yep. Isaac Wells pushing it out.
Good contest there from Isaac.
Yep.
And then good giving him a throw-in. So throw-in in Vikings for in the Cobra area.
Winkler with the ball. A little bit heavy touch, but kept it in. But lost it.
Yeah, there's
Nathan Page missing that trap. But Rojo slowing down, letting Page catch up, but Page slips. Is he going to pass? Oh.
He looked for it.
Seth Kinney sliding and blocking that.
Very good job from Page to speed up there because Kobe with the ball is a little bit slower.
Yep.
And then Kobe did a good job understanding that, slowing down, and then at least making a play.
I think Page almost didn't expect him to slow down that much, and that might be why he slipped.
Very good play from both people right there.
Yep.
But again, that little miscue. Corner here.
Focus for a second. Yep.
I feel like both teams' set pieces have been well organized, but not very dangerous.
Nothing. Yeah, I don't think we've talked about set pieces this whole game. Like, nothing dangerous, whether it's corner or free kick. Nothing really serious has happened yet.
Yeah, nothing too dangerous, but the plays have been well developed, but nothing really that's leading towards the goal.
Blind pass to nobody by Seth, but he gets it back and then he slips.
Is there something going on the field? Is it a little wet or something?
It must be a little bit slippery because I think that's like because we can see like goalies are like a little bit more hesitant to catch the ball. People are
Yeah.
slipping. I think it's getting a little, I don't know, dewy maybe? Is that the right word?
Great trap there from the Vikings keeper, though. A good one-touch shot as well from Ludka.
Ooh,
Or
almost a
Mack,
one-touch
actually.
flick.
Yeah.
Paul Giustiano with some space. Is he going to pass or dribble?
I feel like that's what the Cobras have been doing differently than the Vikings so far.
Is he going to pass?
He
Oh!
does pass. Jeffrey covers. Ball's bouncing
Wow.
around.
I would have liked to see some faster play there. He beat the keeper, and now I think Daniel Page might be hurt on the ground. I think Jeff Ludka tackled him pretty hard for the ball.
Again, no stoppage from the clock here.
Yeah.
But right there, you see how the Cobras are trying to do all these one-touch and like very flashy, very quick plays. And right there, Paul gets the ball wide and just possesses it.
Great cross.
Yeah,
Very
just
dangerous.
gives it the cross instead of just trying to go. And so you're seeing two different play styles really clash right here.
Interesting, yeah.
Corner from the Vikings.
Nothing too
Yeah,
dangerous.
again, kind of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's a good cross.
Yeah.
But just nothing really dangerous from it.
I feel like neither collision really has that one person who can head the ball on a corner kick.
The very dangerous set-piece attacker.
Yeah. Oh. Maverick chipping it in, but a little bit too hard. Jeff getting out of
Off
the box.
his line that time.
Yeah, very good that time, yeah.
Might have been an adjustment they made from the first half to now.
Maybe it's just that box. I think that box is special. That's probably what it is.
The purple and yellow is easier to see than the blue and white.
That's what it is. I think we figured it out.
Big sub from the Vikings here.
Yeah,
4 on.
Wow, that's a big
There wasn't
decision.
many subbing in the first half. The Cobras had 2 players come on.
I honestly wasn't paying attention, but I don't remember any subs.
Yeah, the Cobras had 2 towards the end of the half, and that was it.
Okay.
Big sub right there. And it must have been planned exactly 10 minutes into the half.
Oh, and then we have the Cobras making a sub too.
Cobras have 2 on. I guess both teams might have developed a subbing strategy in the second half because exactly 10 minutes in, both teams do that.
Yep.
So
Andrew Loyalty coming on the field. Brady Herman just playing
good
it
play.
safe. Yep.
Good smart play there with his back back to where he wants to go.
He
with
didn't
the
know,
sideline right there.
He didn't know where anybody was, so he made the smart move there.
Now a deep throw in for the Cobras here.
Let's see if they can launch this into the box. Fairly decent throw there.
Decent
Corner
throw.
opportunity, I think, for the Cobras.
Yep, forced the Vikings to defend there.
Yep.
We at least there was at least a man there for the Cobras. Another corner kick here.
Looks like we're gonna have Mack take this kick.
We'll see if they've got a dangerous kick here.
Yeah.
I feel like all the kicks have just been either too far out or too short to where they're really in that dangerous area where the keeper doesn't know if they should go or stay.
We'll see. This could be it right here. Nope, nothing
That was
special.
still towards the top of the 18 right there.
Yeah. And swinging with the header. Shot just over the crossbar.
Knew he had to take that quick. Maybe just got a little excited off that trap.
Clear there by the Vikings.
One thing that makes it a little different, too, with the Vikings possessing is that they get their team moving together.
Yep.
Like all 11 players are back or in the midfield playing defense, and then with their possession slowly, then they get 11 players moving forward.
Yeah,
the Cobras have had 4 up, 3 back, 2 in the middle, and they're all kind of stranded away from each other.
Whereas like the Vikings, they're like progressively as a team. Yeah, I see it. I know what you're talking
And for but then you see the difference where you get quick, dangerous attacks for the Cobras, and then for the Vikings, you get well-organized, developed plays, but you have to put a couple more passes together.
Not off sides.
This is one of the plays we're talking about.
And
makes up for the PK.
Yep, he makes it up.
Kobe would definitely have been regretting that without a PK there. But that's the difference right there. With the possession-type mindset, you can't be making drastic mistakes
and I think
like
that was also a miscommunication in the defense because one of the defenders, I can't tell who it was keeping Rojo onside when everybody else thought he was offsides. So, yeah.
But here on the replay, we could see, I mean, it was just a missed touch and a great one-touch pass, just two people in the right place at the right time.
Exactly.
You don't expect that mistake to turn into a goal very many times.
Yeah.
But the Cobras had players in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
And it's one of the pillars we talked about.
And now
Small mistakes.
We see some of the subs coming back for the Vikings. They're like, all right, time to get the big boys back out.
It was a missed touch that's all it took, led to a goal.
Yep.
And so now we've got 2-0.
Yeah.
And again, the most dangerous time for a team is right after scoring a goal. You normally can concede a goal, but with a 2-0 lead, it's a little more comfortable for the Cobras here. Vikings are going to need to get one here quickly before either momentum solidifies for the Cobras or this gets out of hand.
There's still time. I mean, 16 minutes. It'd be tough, but it's possible. Vikings
they haven't been able to break that invisible curtain in front of the goal. It's hit the post. It's gone off Jeff.
Yep. Yeah, they have. They really have had a lot of opportunities. And it honestly could just take one goal, to break the ice, and then the other one would come a lot easier.
One beautiful pass that was just offsides that could have potentially led to a goal very easily.
Yeah.
Just haven't been able to break the curtain.
The opportunities are there, just not quite. Oh.
Nope, that was a good idea, just wasn't executed well.
Dangerous, yeah.
Heading it back to the keeper there.
I would have liked to see maybe some communication between Seth and Hader there. Like, Seth could have shielded it as Hader came out and picked it up before he touched it with his foot.
He recovered well, though.
Yeah, he kicked it out.
Still a Cobra corner kick, but recovered well to just get it out wide.
Yeah. And if this game is any signal, corner kicks aren't that dangerous. So.
Right.
Yeah.
And halfway through the second half here, scoreline 2-0.
Oh.
Good.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
He did a good job coming out there. Probably could have caught it.
Probably, yeah. Ball's a little bit slippery. Okay. Brady passing it up. Just not quite.
It just doesn't.
Back to him.
It just doesn't suit the Viking style on the turnovers. See, they possessing it here.
Yeah, that's their style.
Black jerseys are moving
slow
up.
Down, possess. Winkler with the ball, making a meg on Andrew Royalty. Oh. Beating Chandler, finding some space.
And there it is, a lot of possession. Now you see a lot of bodies on this end, which just makes it dangerous for the Cobras.
Yep. Shot
Another
by
deflection.
Seth Kenny, but
again, these shots are coming from 40 yards out.
Yeah, I don't think Seth should be. Yeah, I think that's a little bit aggressive.
Him and Paul are both taking these wide shots. Maybe a couple more passes to try to get closer.
I understand trying to test the keeper, especially when everything's slippery, but that's a little bit too far out. Throw in for the Vikings. Shout out to Mark Brown, texting both me and Travis, telling us to start a podcast.
Maybe we'll just commentate old games together.
There we go.
Already know are exciting. And
that's right. We'll pick our games.
We'll just sit in our rooms and pick games from the past and commentate them together.
I think commentating is honestly really fun when it's like it's just
Casual.
two people just talking about a game. Yeah.
It's not scripted. It's not awkward or forced. It's just you love soccer, talk about soccer. And then this is pretty easy, too, with the Cobras and the Vikings for both of us.
Yeah, definitely an exciting game.
Yeah, we both got at least some sort of investment in these teams.
For sure. A couple players coming back in the game. We got
is that Aaron Page coming back?
Aaron Inswinger's younger brother, Joseph, coming in for a second there. We'll see if he can do some damage. Maverick keeping it in the game, crossing it. Oh, shoved. Out of the way.
Curvin plays all out the whole game.
Yeah.
And he's got a potential for one of those plays you're talking about where it's all in and no thought of self-preservation.
Yep.
Which can kind of lend itself to some injuries. But
yeah, we'll see.
Chandler is almost like our Paul, where he's very relaxed with the ball.
He's
just not as good at soccer.
Yeah.
Like, because soccer's what Paul plays.
Yeah.
And basketball was what Chandler played.
Yeah.
But he's the guy that he's relaxed, he's strong with the ball.
Seth with a little bit of space. Nope. Hesitating on the clear and she decides to make a short pass to Michael.
It follows their possession mindset.
Yep, exactly.
Look for the clearance, and if if that's not the best option, look for that near pass.
Yep. 12 minutes on the clock. Vikings getting a little bit more desperate, I think, now.
I think we might start seeing a little more all-out attack.
Yeah.
Or we really might just see a very developed, mature team keep their heads, wait, and just keep with their possession game because it's getting them opportunities.
It is, but if they can be patient. Paul Distiniano. Almost muscling off Chandler, but Chandler keeps the ball.
It's a very hard thing to do there.
Yeah.
For either one of them, it's just whoever gets the position knows that
matchup right there.
they know that they can keep it there.
Shot out wide.
Again, 30 yards out. Both teams kind of sticking with that type of mindset.
Wow, short kick.
Very short kick.
Great.
I like the Vikings' possession mindset, but some stuff like that just seems unnecessarily dangerous for me.
It depends. If you have the people who can control in the back, go for it. But most teams, they just try to skip all the havoc in the first half.
And that's where the Cobras have capitalized.
Yeah.
Is because of those just
I
little
agree.
mistakes
Yeah.
back there.
Check out all the items available before tonight's contest comes to an end. We also want to remind you to maintain a healthy environment. Help us by sitting in rows labeled closed. Maintain at least 6.
Cleared by the Cobras. Nathan Page.
We've seen this Kobe-Page battle.
Yep. Kobe's always kind of at his heels.
Nice move
Winkler with the little Maradona there. Cross in, but not quite what he was hoping for.
He did put it in there awkwardly, though, so Tyler had no real chance to clear it. He had to, like, trap it.
Sometimes that's enough. Do a bicycle kick. No.
He went for it.
He tried.
He thought about it.
Yeah, a little bit too late, a little out of position for it, but still cool.
Flick right there from Kobe.
Yep. Nathan Page.
Another slip. We're seeing a lot of slips.
Deciding not to cross. Oh, soft.
This is a good
Isaac
idea.
Wells cutting that off, but Winkler getting it back, keeping the ball. Megging, but Allen not having it.
Oh,
Megging him back. Wow, and the referee decides to call that a foul.
Now, normally what we also see from collegiate games with these guys, this is their biggest game for them, is hopefully it doesn't start becoming too much of a bloodbath and too physical. Because a lot of guys start losing their temper, start losing their heads.
No, you don't want to see
and
that.
so, because I know I would be worried for the Vikings if the Cobras were in the opposite position. Because I know they got some guys that can get physical, can get very intense, just not wanting to lose.
Yeah. No, nobody
And I
wants
know
to
the
lose.
Vikings have those players
Both
as well.
teams are very competitive for sure. Isaac heading it out.
Awkward bounce for both teams there.
Joseph Engstern getting there first. Maverick taking it out wide. Soft kick. Jeff scoops it up.
I don't know how that. I think he was going for a pass and somehow it just slipped through everybody.
Yeah.
9 minutes left. Just trickled under.
Yep. Oh my. Crazy wild header. Not quite successful. Nathan Page getting there first though.
Page has kind of been that rock back there.
He's kind of like the Clint Peterson of the Vikings.
And
I feel like.
but like even him, one mistake right here led to that first goal.
It did.
It's just been very. The games like that where the pressure is so high for every touch is just very hard.
Yep. Chandler with the interception. Kobe Rojo picking up the pass.
That's one thing that the Cobras have done well this game that I haven't seen as much of in other games. And it's finding Kobe on those quick transitions.
Okay.
Normally it's just been a pass up and just see where he goes. But that from Chandler was a very directed pass to where only Kobe could get there.
I would agree with that.
So that might be something that they've worked on in the 2 weeks leading up to the Turkey Bowl.
That's good. Yeah. I don't know how much time they've been spending practicing, but you can see that none of these teams have really lost their touch because of a 2 week break. Awkward pass, but didn't really go to anybody.
Meg's
Meg.
on accident.
Meg's on Meg's.
Kobe's losing it. Kobe's a little tired. He's doing a lot of sprinting today. That's the life of a forward, though.
Yeah.
Stop and go.
Stop and go, and you got to be able to do it all game. Oh, I think we might be calling an offsides here, actually.
We do see offsides. You are correct, yeah. Yeah,
Not too much urgency there from Hader, just kind of taking his sweet time getting to the line.
You hear some of the players on the Vikings urging their team on, but
Yeah.
you're just not seeing the urgency coming out. And there is a point where you just have to abandon your possession mindset
Yeah.
and go all out.
Brady pushing it out.
Like if you lose 4-0 or 2-0, it makes no difference.
Yeah.
You got to commit to going forward, and if they get a counter, they get a counter.
Yeah. No, you're right. Wow. Drastic switch here. A couple people coming in.
6.5 minutes left. I think this change might be like the line change for the Vikings, where we might see a lot of aggression.
Yeah.
A lot of energy.
Caleb Kinney clearing the ball there.
And I think you might start seeing the real gamesmanship from the Cobras here. You're seeing a lot of slow movement towards these throw-ins now.
Yeah. This is where they're going to try to kill the clock now.
And those type of plays right here are things that Cobras are okay with. Losing possession, but in the back third of the Vikings defensive end. Just time keeps ticking.
A little bit of possession there from the Cobras, a little change of pace.
Yeah, I think the mindset has changed now.
Oh, what a shot.
What a save.
Wow.
We've got offsides anyway.
Do we? Okay.
Which isn't really
Not sure
possible.
who that would be on.
It's not possible for offsides after a shot, is it?
I don't think so. Maybe he was just pointing at a goal kick. Was that maybe? It was just an early goal kick?
I don't know. But what a shot from Chandler.
Random clear
Chandler
pass.
had that on frame, and the keeper got his fingertips to it to still make it hit the post. I feel like Chandler just got robbed of a highlight moment for that upper 90 shot, but the keeper picked up a highlight moment.
Yeah.
Laid out for that.
No, great keeping. It's just unfortunately he's made, had some unfortunate situations where, little through pass.
This has to be a shot.
Oh, foul inside the box. Penalty kick. Penalty kick with 4 minutes on the clock.
If we see a replay on that, I really think that it was a good tackle from Isaac.
Just inside the box.
But it was an awkward position where I think the instant replay is going to be a little late. But if you look at the tackle here from Isaac, there's not a lot of contact. I think the ref just can't really get the angle on
where
he
didn't see quite what happened.
There's not a lot of contact here, but the ref called it as a PK, and so that's what we're going to see here.
Paul Justiniano taking ownership of the ball here.
I mean, that's what you got to go with at this point. And again, what are the two things? Power and placement. You don't need to kick it very hard with your power if your placement is on point.
Yep. See if Jeff Letka can. Oh, we got a goal for 1-2.
He basically just passed it to the corner.
Yep.
That's all you got to do.
And Jeff even guessed it right. He went the right way. He just couldn't get there.
And so think about a minute and 20 seconds ago.
Yep.
If Chandler scores that.
Yep. Different story.
3-0 with 5 minutes left seems pretty undoable.
Yep.
2-0 with 5 minutes seems doable.
And now
2-1 with 4 minutes.
We might still have a chance to go to overtime.
Easily doable.
Oh boy.
Both teams are going to have to step up here to see what happens. But with 2-0 with 5 minutes sounds doable.
Yep.
And now 2-1 with 4 minutes.
Let's see what we can do here. Oh. A
little
bit of time killing here.
Still subbing here.
Yeah.
The biggest factor here is for the Cobras to not lose their heads.
Yeah.
Because that was a little ticky-tack play that turned into a PK. Yep. And you guys to remember you're up by 1. This is not a time to freak out, not a time to let your emotions get the best of you.
Cross off side of the field. Paul Justiniano getting the ball. Little chip to hit Daniel Page there. Keeping it.
Listen to this crowd.
Yeah, this crowd is going crazy. They want to see something go in the back of the net.
You got the Vikings cheering, the Viking fans all cheering that getting the goal, and you have all the Cobras fans cheering get it out.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a very intense last 2.5 minutes of this game.
For sure.
The energy's been great the whole night. No one's really taken over.
Jeff Letka taking his time, not rushing the ball.
No.
Very
and then
smart.
with 2-0, even with it 2-0 for a long period of time, the Vikings, you never saw a change.
Yeah.
They never got down. They never got disappointed.
Never lost their head completely.
No, yeah.
I would have liked to see maybe the ref continue to play there.
Yeah. Because that almost favors the Cobras
Yeah,
right there.
it does at this point. Gives them a chance to get back.
Big kick there, though.
Big kick. Oh, Paul Giustiano getting there, but Isaac Wells clearing it.
Beautiful flick, just couldn't go right.
Offsides by Kobe Rojo.
Offsides by Kobe, but again, it's time.
Yep.
But now you see a little urgency from the keeper.
Yeah, now you see the urgency. I wonder if we're going to see some extra time given by the referee since he hasn't.
I'm sure if you started a timer when the minute stopped, there would be a lot. There'd probably be more than a minute given.
Okay, here we go. Potential opportunity. Seth Kenny trying to get back. Oh, referee going to call it a foul.
The ball was clearly gone.
Yeah,
and just went for a body.
Unnecessary foul.
Enter the final few minutes of tonight's contest. The official time will be kept on the field by the head official.
Cobras taking their sweet time here.
So again, when the clock hits a minute, it'll stop on the field and we'll go to the officials' watch here.
Yeah, so they get to make
and
the final say.
sometimes they let it go for what feels like a whole other half.
Yeah, sometimes. What a bullet. Oh, almost deflected into the goal.
What a boot. And we're going to see a corner kick here.
Yep.
I didn't know Chandler had a leg like that.
Wow. That was a smart decision, though, because if, something could have happened, it could have slipped.
A slight deflection.
Yep.
That's all it takes.
Very smart.
He almost just shot it and just needed someone to be the wall to get in front of it.
Yep.
Now a corner for the Cobras here. Time continues to tick. The first minute still hasn't even run out on the original time.
Oh, he's going to call a goal kick.
Okay, he goes goal kick there. That was just an awkward situation there.
Great kick by Denver. Paul Giustiano just not able to get there in time.
Yeah, Curvin with a very nice win there.
Kenny getting a knee on it.
You see, now you're seeing great intensity here from the Vikings defense, really keeping them in the game at this point. They need their offense to step up for them. That was a really good play.
Oh, looks like we got a game here.
I think that's called.
Cobras finally beat the Vikings in the Turkey Bowl.
A great fight from both teams.
Yeah, honestly, I would agree.
We had a missed PK, a made PK, 2-0.
Tons of opportunities.
2-0 to start. A couple shots off the post.
Yep.
You really can't write a game much more exciting.
No, this was definitely an emotional game. Definitely. I mean, I'm disappointed Vikings didn't win, but overall, it was an exciting game to watch, to commentate. I just want to thank everybody that joined us today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for participating over the live stream. And we'll see you guys next year.
Please turn your attention to the center of the field for the trophy presentation. Our collegiate sports coordinator, Coach Gentry, will present the Men's Collegiate Soccer Championship medallions to each player of the Cobras, followed by the Turkey Bowl Trophy.
I know, I saw them.
Once again, we congratulate the 2020 Turkey Bowl champions, the Chi Sigma Cobras. Thank you so much for attending this year's Turkey Bowl. As a reminder, concessions will remain open on your way